Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the very first edition of DefCamp here in Cluj-Napoca. My name is Andrei Avădănei. I'm the founder of DefCamp, which started very long time ago, but I will tell you about more this situation more in a few minutes. First of all, I want to take you to everybody on this slide, especially our main partners, Orange Romania, who supported us for a few, actually many editions. I cannot recall how many. They are very active in this field and they promote us very well. Of course, Beat Sentinel, D3 Cyber, and CyberLife Hacks, who are the main partners of our edition. I'm telling you that mainly because you need to understand that cybersecurity cannot be handled by yourself. You need partners, you need community, you need speakers, you need attendees, you need community media partners, you need public sector and other institutions who need to understand you in order to promote guidances that can help organizations like those that you're having. And for that, you cannot be, as I mentioned already, you cannot do that by yourself. A few things about DefCamp for those of you that never joined us. We've started in 2011. Back then, we were trying to tell the people that were joining us, look, we have a conference that is going to promote safe approaches into how to become better at cybersecurity, how to hack into things ethically. And those were, oh, you're a hacker, you want to break into my computers, you want to clone my cards, you know? And at that time, it was very difficult for us to explain what's cybersecurity, how important it is for the community, how you can get hacked by not implementing the right tools and the right techniques for mitigating threats. We were just, I think, a handful of people, like 50 people back then, and the main idea that joined us back then to DefCamp was that we want a safe place to share our knowledge, to have fun, and I think in the last couple of years we've made that. Last year in Bucharest we had the 13th edition with almost 2,000 people from 50 countries or so. So quite a nice crowd. And why not? Maybe we'll have this inclusion in a few years. Two things are very important for us. First, we want to get new things in your mind when you leave DefCamp, and the other one is to enjoy activities that we've developed over the years. We have a few partners that are expecting you, but my colleague is going to tell you more. About this in a few seconds. We have a section called Hacking Village, which is let's say one of the unique activities that you can find in Cluj these 2 days. And of course, you also can expect very interesting speeches from our local but also international guests. We will going to talk about ransomware, AI, of course, who is not going to. We're also going to cover things like deepfakes, malware attacks, and many other topics that are quite important for today's threats and events. Without further ado, I want to also mention the results for this event. We have 30 speakers from different countries. We have almost, actually over 400 participants expected these 2 days. So quite a nice crowd for you to mingle with. And I'm encouraging you to say hi to everybody from this room, because without them you will not be able to develop yourself, to have new partnerships, or to grow in this field. And last but not least, of course, we have some logistics that we want to cover. And for that, I want to invite on the stage Tudor Damian, who is also the leading of the entire team from Cluj-Napoca and made this happen. A round of applause for him and his team.
All right, so lots of familiar faces in the crowd. It's been a while since we were in this room. I want to thank Andrei for giving me and the rest of our team here in Cluj the opportunity to bring DefCamp to Cluj. I've been a part of DefCamp since almost the beginning. I've been to a lot of the events, not all of them. The agenda didn't always allow me to, but anytime I could, they welcomed me and I was able to join. And it was an awesome event. And I know security in Cluj was never a major focus, and we had a few meetings here and there, a few meetup groups, but it wasn't ever kind of a big deal. And I always felt that security is of interest to the people here in Cluj as well. And we figured, let's give this thing a try and see how it works. And the signs are great. And thank all of you to be here, and thank you to all the partners and everyone who made this possible. A few logistics, like was mentioned. Keep your badge around at all times. There's a little asterisk on your badge that tells every one of our awesome volunteers where you've got access and what you can do and whether you should be on stage or not. Speakers, you can check that as well. You know you should be on stage. There's a conference agenda. The link is on agenda.def.camp. There's also a QR code on the back of your badge for you to quickly access that. And that will take you to a quick overview of all the sessions. You can find out info about the speakers, about the session itself, so you know what to pick. It's going to be easy to get around. Everything's going to happen here in these two rooms, because these are two of the three rooms joined together for the keynote. And there's another room behind that wall. So it's 3 tracks in parallel for the 2 days after the keynote is over. You just need to pick which one suits you best, and you'll be able to do that once you take a look at the agenda. And hopefully you can find, like Andrei mentioned, there's a lot of interesting topics. We had quite a challenge to pick the speakers for this year, because for every speaker you see on stage, we had to turn down 4 others. So we'd like to think that there was a good selection of speakers and topics for you to enjoy over the next couple of days. Sponsors, contests, and everything, they're in the foyer where you had the registration. That's where all the cool stuff happens in the breaks or whenever you want. If you want to skip a session because you want to hack something, that's where you can do it. And there's restrooms. You can see them marked on the slide. It's right nearby if you are looking for them. They're not that well marked. That's why we put them here. Lunch is going to happen also nearby. There's a restaurant over to that side. It will be marked, and volunteers will help guide you towards a very important part of the day, to say the least. We have about close to 4 hours, I think, of breaks over the next couple of days. So that's when the networking part is going to happen. That's when you can try a lot of the cool stuff that were brought to the Hacking Village. And this is a rare thing. I'm not going to say it's a first. I'm not going to say it's unique, but it's a rare thing to see, at least for me, in conferences that are in Cluj. The Hacking Village activities, that's where you can go try out hacking stuff. And there's 6 different challenges brought to you by Electron, Orange, BitSentinel, and Hackout. The guys at Cyber Lifehacks have a very cool live car hacking demo at 3 p.m. today in the parking lot. If you want to see that, I highly recommend. And you can find out more about what they're doing at their booth. D3 Cyber, we're also offering about 5,000 euros in advisory worth of prizes. So there's a lot of cool, and there's other prizes. You can check all of these on the website. You can check them at the individual booth. There's prizes, there's cool stuff to try out. Whether you're doing this for fun or you are here for this, that's where you're going to find everything. And we're going to have an award ceremony tomorrow in this room, like in this part of the room, right? Where some more prizes will be announced, and the winners of the contest and everything will be awarded. And with that, I'm going to leave it to our main sponsor, Orange, to tell you a few words.
Mulțumesc, Tudor. So, what can I say? I already hacked the asterisk. It's in the next corner. I mean, it's not in the right one because I moved it. Bad joke. I don't see anyone smiling at least. Thank you for being here. I'm really happy to be here with this community. We are a proud sponsor of this event, almost from the beginning. I think it's 13 years old. We are with DefCamp for 12, if I'm not wrong. We are also highly involved, and I will share a bit with you on cybersecurity field, and more involved each year by investing, by supporting the community, by supporting education. And I'm also happy to see the event coming to Cluj, which is for us at Orange one of the, I would say, starting point of our network commercially, technically. So it is also an important moment for us. I will spare you. I have a couple of slides, but I will spare you, you know, with the corporate bullshit. My role here is mainly for those that are interacting with Orange as a telco provider, to share a bit more of what we are doing in this field of cybersecurity. And there's no need to tell, I mean, at least to you, how important has become this area of cybersecurity from a niche kind of field, play field some years ago, to something that has become, let's say, hygienic for any enterprise, for any of us as a user of application, browsing the internet and so on and so forth. One of the big investment we made some years ago at group level, it's Orange Cyber Defense, which is a dedicated global division that has more than 2,500 experts, highly specialized, working with main vendors, but also owning some IP, some proprietary solutions. It is, as I said, global, but is mainly focused in Europe and also Middle East and Africa, with presence in most of the countries where we operate networks. Orange Romania, and I'm here as representing my team, the B2B team, has also highly invested both in developing solutions for enterprise customers, but also for developing the cyber security field. And we have a portfolio that we'll present briefly later. We have more than 800 people. We have biggest network in Romania in terms of points of presence, assets, sites in mobile. We also have 7 data centers that are open to all our B2B customers with many solutions of physical hosting, but also infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. In IoT, we are the only ones offering all the low power type of connectivity from LTE-M, NB-IoT, LoRaWAN, LTE, TDD. We are supporting the innovation via Orange Fab, which you see the number there. 44 startups are already there, or were already there. And we have more than 90 projects implemented with those startups. Here are few numbers that I will not, and few trends, in fact, global trends that I will not refer. I will share a bit later more what we see in the local trends with the local customers we have, and the local platforms we offer to our customers to protect themselves. And I will spend a bit of time here to show you our portfolio. So as you can see, we have from threat prevention to assessment and monitoring, the detection and protection, but also response mitigation solutions and resilience solutions for B2B customers. Our main product covering mainly small business and corporate customers is business internet security. We have 2 SOCs in Romania. We have threat and exposure management solutions and also disaster recovery. This is how we, let's say, without being arrogant, innovate. So we are supporting an ecosystem which starts from research, and you see we are involved in more than 20 projects of research with local partners, following mainly EU Commission programs. We are supporting education and training, and you see here listed the main 4 ones that we work with: Unbreakable Romania, the Romanian Cybersecurity Challenge. We have the educational program, which is now, I believe, 20 years old. And we are also, since last year or the year before last year, supporting the National Olympics for cybersecurity. And we also try to develop as many products as we can from solutions coming from startups. This is basically an illustration of the slide before on how moving from research, from startups, from education, working with students, working with our customers, we develop new products and services and increase the capability of our customers to defend. This is my last slide. You can scan the QR code to download the Business Internet Security Report, which is our local report. We make it as comprehensive as we can to cover main trends that we see in the local market. You can download it, and it is also physical present in our booth. I encourage you also to visit our booth in the foyer. And as I mentioned, a few trends. You see the distribution of the threats. We see also the main 3 cities, Bucharest, Constanța, and Timișoara, in terms of events. You see the distribution for industries and utilities is the main one, followed by transportation and public sector. Probably public sector is much, in fact, higher in terms of number of events, but they are ramping up a lot, you know, the use of solutions. So we don't really know, in fact, what is the real, I would say, number of events there. And you see also distribution per region. That was all on my side. I hope it was not too painful for you. But again, I will end my speech by inviting you to and following up the invitation from Andrei to participate to the hacking competitions. Also to follow just a bit later the presentation of my colleague Ioan Constantin, one of our experts, that will show you much more detailed the research part and mainly very specific research project. Thank you and enjoy the day.